Next up is actually my favorite from the line. What's cracking? We're at FragCon. I got my brother, Capalot Sense. We're here, the two biggest Mykonos glazes on planet Earth.
Top two.
Top two. We're comparing two of the new fragrances from the Sunforge line. We got Nautilus, we got Inferno. We're gonna see what these things are actually hitting for.
Hey, you already know we already did our little reviews on these, but we had to compare to the OG live in the flesh at FragCon. First, we're gonna start off with Nautilus. This is a beautiful take on Blue Talisman. They mixed the X-Straight and the EDP and made a banger. So let's talk about it.
To me, it's very X-Straight forward, which I like. That woodiness from the X-Straight. They knew what they were doing at Mykonos when they made these, man.
So to me, I actually think it's a nice hybrid. I get a lot of the muskiness you get from the EDP that you don't get as much in the X-Straight, but it still has that prominent pear sweetness with the Akigala wood. That is a big standout with the X-Straight. So I see what Sean's talking about when it comes to it being very woody.
What I will say is, in the air when he sprayed it, I thought it was the EDP for a second.
Yeah, it's very light and airy, at the same time, vibrant and pear heavy.
I've actually never even experienced it like that before.
Yeah.
So smelling it in the air when someone else is spraying it, totally different experience from when I'm wearing it, which is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Next up is actually my favorite from the line. This is Inferno. Look at this, new bottle. I just bought this right now. I'm gonna give this away. I'm also gonna give this away. You know how the fuck we do it. I love what they did with this. Mykonos is done doing dupes, man. What they're doing now, hybrid DNAs, man. The days of duping fragrances, DNA for DNA,
It's over.
that's a wrap, man. Mykonos is pushing it forward. They took Aventus Absolute, they took the opening from that, and in my opinion, they took the dry down and the base notes from Hachivat, which is that amberwoody thickness, and they blended them together. To me, Aventus has that mossiness that I don't quite vibe with still. Hachivat fixes that. This combines them and makes it perfect. I also wore these both yesterday. This outlasted Aventus Absolute by like 3 hours.
I can attest, it absolutely
Crazy.
cooked Aventus.
Yeah.
So if you're a big fan of that Aventus DNA, Inferno is a great take on that DNA. It has a nice twist that makes it a little bit unique than your other takes. It's not a one-to-one, but it's a beautiful take that projects, lasts, and pushes. If you ain't tapped in with this Mykonos Sunforge line, what are you doing? Go get your nose on these ASAP.
I actually gave away my Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. It's almost like it was God's will because this came out like 2 weeks later. And as a recent Aventus Creed convert, it's almost like this was meant to be for me, man.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
Shout out to Mykonos. Great timing.
Shout out Mykonos, W Mykonos, per usual.